Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of Fandom. Today, I'm going to be interviewing my co host here so that we can all get to know a little bit more about her and discover how fascinating she really is.
Oh, blushing.
So, are you ready?
Yes, I think so.
As ready as you'll ever be?
Yeah.
So the first thing we're going to chat about is we're going to have her answer a few questions about Criminal Minds, which is, as you've probably figured out, our main fandom, and it's the fandom that brought us together. So we're going to have a little discussion about that. So the first question I have for you is, what are your OTPs in this fandom?
Well, of course, Morgan and Prentice, or
Of
Emily and
course.
Derek, as you prefer to call it. And that's my main OTP.
Excellent.
Well, I also like JJ and Will.
Nice.
Um, I don't want to give spoiler about the new season, so I can say a lot because I don't know how many people have seen it already. But I can say that I like Tara and her new partner.
Cool. Cool. So the next question is, what are your no TPs?
Um, okay, this is hard because I know a lot of people are gonna argue with me, but okay, I'm just gonna say that I don't really like much any ship with Och. Like I like Och and Beth in the 7 and 8 season, but I don't like other ships that involve him.
Fair enough.
That's all I can say.
Okay. Number three, do you have a favorite season?
Oh my god, this is tough. I guess probably season 7 because well, there is a lot of Emily, which is again Derek and Emily, but it's the season that where Paget left. So I don't know. Yeah, if I have to choose, I'd say season 7. Yeah, but there are a lot of good seasons also.
Okay, good answer. Do you have a favorite arc? Episode, excuse me, do you have a favorite episode arc?
Um, well, I really liked the one involving Foyet, George Foyet, in the
Okay.
fourth season. But I guess my favorite one is the one in the sixth season, sorry, involving Emily and Doyle.
Good choice, good choice.
I know.
Okay, who is your favorite minor character?
Hmm, 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 hmm. Uh, well, I used to like oh my god, what was his name? Anderson, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Okay.
yeah.
And minor character, I don't even know. Um, I liked Linda Barnes as like mainly the actress portraying such an hard character, but I don't think she's like my favorite minor character. And Will, well, I liked
Okay,
him,
that's a good choice.
and I like actually, not the best sense. And I don't know, I guess that's it. Uh,
Cool, cool.
I can't call recall anyone in my mind right now.
Okay. Next, do you have a favorite unsub?
Hmm. Well, Doyle and Foyt, I guess, are my favorite, if I can use this term. Uh, um, Other good concepts. Um, I don't know. There are a few that were really good, but I wouldn't include them as favorites. So, favorite definitely Doyle and Foyt.
Okay, cool. And finally, what are your thoughts on Criminal Minds evolution?
That's hard because, well, it's my first show that thought it was over years ago. So it's great that we got it back. And why say not, not to a chance to see Paget as Emily Prentice again? But I don't know, there are a few changes, but overall, I'd say that I like it.
Alrighty. So the next thing we're going to talk about, this might challenge you a little bit, but we're going to talk about writing.
Yay!
Okay. So my first question for you is, how did you get into writing fan fiction?
I don't know. I mean, I've read fan fiction for maybe year or two before starting to write, and mainly started to write to improve my English. Like my main purpose wasn't um, being like a professional writer one day because I'm not that good. But at least since English is not my native language, I'd say I can use it as a chance to improve my English level. So this is the first reason why I start writing.
Cool. And do you remember your very first fic?
The very first one was something about stars, and it was connected with the second episode of season 4, but I don't remember anything more. I mean, it was kind of awful, so that's it.
All right. Okay. Question 2. Where do you like to write?
It depends, to be honest, because um, it depends where I am. Mainly, since I don't go out that much, I mainly write on my couch or on the kitchen table. But other than that, when I'm not at home, I usually not at home. I mean, I'm traveling. I just in my room, like hotel room or whatever.
Cool.
And yes, that's it. I don't like writing outside that much, like in cafes or something, because I'm feeling like all the eyes on me. So I'd say inside.
Fair enough. Do you have any weird writing habits?
Uh, well, everything about me is kind of weird. So, uh, well, it's not that weird. Maybe nowadays it can be considered weird. The fact that I'm old school, meaning that I prefer writing with like a notebook and a pen, like actually writing, not typing first, and then type up what I've written. But weird, I wouldn't say that. Um, no, I
All right.
well, weird is it can be maybe that in the very first when I started writing, I used to write first in my language, and then I used to translate it. but now I'm just working in English, from the scratch, from the very beginning.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and the next question is, does anyone in real life know that you write fanfic?
Not really. I mean, just one of the kids I used to tutor slash babysit. And well, if I can consider you as a real life friend, you.
Alrighty,
That's two.
I'm honored. Next, what do you love about writing fanfic?
What do I love is that um, you can use your fantasy about something that has been already created. Like, don't stop to what you see in the show, but use your fantasy to add something more or something different, or totally, in the case of AU fix, totally different, like in another world from the original one. I guess that's what I love the most. Yeah.
Awesome. And is there anything you hate about it?
I don't know. Probably the fact that in my mind, my ideas seem better than when I write them.
I think everybody has that problem.
I don't know.
Okay, next, do you go back and read your own fic?
Rarely. I've read my fics only twice. Once because I wanted to write a sort of sequel of a fiction I've written that probably is the one who got more reviews. And another one that I consider the less worst, if it's even grammatically. Okay, I can do it. If it's correct to say that. Okay.
Okay. Do you have a favorite fic that you've written?
Ah, hmm. I don't know. There are a couple that I don't dislike. Uh, should I say what they are?
Sure. Even
Okay.
just one that you like.
Okay. So I don't really remember the titles, but the one I like the most is of course, Emily and direct fiction about well, Emily was pregnant, she lost her baby, and there is a sort of discussion about something that Derek didn't have to do as like a scaramantic thing, like
Mm-hmm.
um, to to have more luck or something. I don't want to spoil more. Which is on my old, actually former fanfiction.net account, and the other one, which is funnier, if I can use this term, is about Emily and Derek having twins, and they like switch up to get a present.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I think I remember that one.
Okay, okay.
Okay, next question. If you could have any fic that you've written turned into a TV show or a movie, which would it be?
uh, Probably these last two I've mentioned,
Yeah, cool.
and well, the one I've written with you, check it up.
Chopped
It's
up, yes.
a good quality for
I love that
movies.
one. I think that would be a great TV show or movie.
Yes. totally. And yes, that's it. That's definitely it.
Excellent. Okay, next question. What advice would you give to someone who is starting out writing fic?
Well, probably that my advice could be that it's not as easy as it may seem.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't know, probably for someone like me who doesn't write in their native language, to use it as a chance to improve another language or English, since I guess uh, mainly they are written in English. And I don't know, that's it. Well, I can add having like a beta to
Mm-hmm.
correct, for example, like me, who doesn't have like a good English grammar, to be more sure about what you are writing or what you have written, and that's it. But also for English native languagers, people who speak English, basically, it's not better to have a double check on your writing.
Excellent. Good advice. What's something you wish you'd known before you started writing or posting fanfic?
This is good. Um, well, probably again, how hard is it to how can I say, to mm, take your ideas out of your mind. Like maybe you in your mind you have a clear idea of, I don't know, the environment, what they are dressed like, or what they are doing. Like you can actually picture the scene, but it's not that hard to write it down without getting lost in, I don't know, details or something that are not really useful for the story itself. Or um, how hard it, for me at least, how hard is it to keep the suspense? Like I have no patience when it comes about some kind of things, so I tend to rush to the point, to the final point, if I can say that,
Mm-hmm.
and without how can I say that, stressing out the situation. Can does it make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, like, instead of writing maybe a story that could have, I don't know, two, three, four, five chapters, or I don't know, many. I tend to write one shots because I want to get to the point right away. That's something someone should have told me. Like, okay, you should keep calm and find a new thing to avoid the moment you want the most to happen.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's struggle. Okay, next. Do you have a fic that you've written that you feel doesn't get the love it deserves?
I don't know. Well, to be honest, I think I've had more likes than I hoped, because when well, not since I'm writing with you, but when I write something on my own, I'm always afraid that someone is going to like insult me or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, probably the one where Emily lost the baby she was waiting is the one, like, I don't usually write like dramatic,
Mm-hmm.
so I was hoping that getting out of my comfort zone, I would have gotten more likes. Let's say that.
Fair enough. And my final writing question is, do you want to write original fiction at some point, or are you content with just fanfic?
That's well. For some reason, I like to challenge myself, even though I get I don't really believe in myself. But I'd like to write something like brand new, but like creating a character out of the blue. It's something that scares me the most. I'm afraid they won't be believable or real or I don't know, whatever.
That's
So I don't know. For the moment, I'm good in this situation, but I wouldn't mind like writing something new with someone else, like you.
fair. Hmm, maybe. Alrighty, and now we're just going to have a few miscellaneous questions. So, my first question is, who are your celebrity crushes?
Well, that's easy, of course, because it's always related to Criminal Minds, and they are the actor playing my favorite characters on Criminal Minds. So Patrick Brewster and Shamar Moore.
Good choices. Number two, do you have a favorite fic that you've read?
Just one. Like I have a lot of them.
Just
Um,
pick one, even if it's not like the number one. Just pick one.
okay, just one is one of yours fan fiction. Wait a second, I have the title on the point of my tongue, on the tip of my tongue. I'm always me when I'm with you, something like that.
Oh yes, yes, I know that one.
Okay, so I
That one,
guess
oh man, that's ancient.
that's
Wow, that's a
probably
blast from the past.
well. If you want, I can give you a few more, but I guess that's the one I really like. I like the most. Like I couldn't stop reading it. Like I had
Oh,
to go to arrive to the last chapter as soon as possible for my mental health.
aw, I feel so loved. Okay, do you have a favorite fic author?
Guess guess who she is.
I don't know if I could guess who you're gonna say.
Okay, of course you. Um, yes, that's definitely you. If you want to say your fanfiction
Aw,
name,
blushing. If you don't know who I am on fanfic.net or AO3, it's the name Arwen Lalaith, ARWEN LALAITH.
yes, that's that's the right one.
Next question. What are your favorite tropes to read?
I don't know.
I know you
I
love fluffy stuff, but do you have
yes,
anything
but
specific?
yes, but probably that's are my the one I like to write the most. Reading, well, I like the drama, but it's like it's a pain for my heart. So probably pregnancy
Oh man,
and
me too. That's my favorite.
yeah, probably I guess a little bit of fluffy pregnancy. Yeah, like
Nice,
at the
nice.
ending stories.
Okay, next. What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out in fandom?
That's a good one. I'd say like try to be as open as you can be. like not disliking someone because uh, they ship someone else, another ship, or their favorite character is totally different from yours, or maybe because their favorite character is your least favorite character, because it doesn't mean anything. They are just personal tastes. Um, and nothing like try to make as many friends as possible
Good advice. Good
because
advice.
they are the best ones. um, and I don't know, probably if I can give an advice to someone who's already in the fandom, is probably to be more how can I say, welcoming. Like it doesn't mean since you already have friends in your fandom, you can add new ones. Because sometimes, well, when I don't go on Twitter that much lately, but when I go, I see maybe people uh, trying to make friends in the Criminal Minds fandom, but they don't get many answers because there is this large group which has little groups inside it, and I'm feeling like they get a cold welcome.
Yeah, the
So
cold shoulder. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, precisely.
That's great advice. I like that. And my final question for you is tell me about your fandom tattoos.
Okay, so out of my 9 tattoos so far. I have some fandom tattoos, which are so it goes tattoo on my left foot, which is related to Criminal Minds, to an episode where Emily and Derek talk about their favorite book. And so it goes, it's actually a sentence of this book. Um, then I'm trying to remember all my uh, tattoos. Okay, no. I have always written in Elvish on my left wrist, always related to Criminal Minds. This time is the an episode from season 4, episode 17, to be more accurate. Um, then I have a blackbird tattoo, tattooed on my right arm. And well, actually, this half Criminal Minds, half Beatle fan tattoo, because well, it's a song I really like about the Beatles, and since they told about it on Criminal Minds, the episode where Emily comes back in season 9 after Paget left the show. And that's an episode I've seen when I was in the United States. So there is like a huge of a lot of things that are connected to this tattoo. So I had to have it. And last but not least, I have Wheels Up tattooed on my shoulder, chest. I don't know how to say that body part in English. I'm not really sure about English anatomy. And always, of course, related to Criminal Minds. And I got that tattooed when the former Criminal Minds costume department specialist, I don't know how to call her, sent me a WhatsApp patch when the show was over, or at least we thought it was. And nothing. Plus, I love traveling, so it was a great combo for a tattoo. And that's it. I don't think. Maybe I have. Well, I also have a phoenix tattooed on my shoulder, and this is can be considered related to Harry Potter, but not to Criminal Minds. And that's it. Then I have other tattoos that are not really connected to any fandom. Maybe if we can consider fandom like a group of fan of a specified singer, yes, I have a song tattooed on my leg. But after that, that's it. That's all my fandoms tattoos.
Excellent. Alrighty, so that was my interview of my co-host here.
Yeah.
I think she's very fascinating, and I hope you all do too.
Oh,
So that's it for this episode of Fandom. I hope you'll tune into our next one, and we really appreciate all of you for tuning in to our episode today. Thank you, and
thank you.
peace out.
Bye.